Good afternoon and welcome back to New Delhi. It's our final event of the day. We've had 3 finals for you so far. The women's 10-metre air rifle junior, one of the best I've seen in an awful long while. Definitely one to share with your friends across Issf TV. If you're joining us on the Olympic channel, then hello to you. If you've come along on Facebook or YouTube, then welcome along to this 10-metre air rifle men junior final. So the rifle's ready, the crowd will gather. And that's how it finished up earlier on today. Alexandra Kovalev, a terrific performance in the rapid fire from the individual neutral athlete. And then a sublime performance from Javi Thakur, averaged 10.5 throughout the entire final. Wasn't a world record, it was still actually about 2.8 shy of the world record. Shows you how high the world records are, but Javi Thakur just, well, world class, real world class stuff here in New Delhi. So 10 metres is the distance, maximum weight of rifles in this one, 5.5 kilos. The bullseye, well, it hasn't got any bigger, unfortunately, still 0.5 of a millimetre. If you do hit a 10.9, it's the equivalent of hitting a pinhead. So if you think you can manage that, well, strap on your suit and get down to the next Junior World Cup as soon as possible. This will give you an idea of what one of the rifles looks like. There's many different manufacturers, so they all come slightly different, but you can customise them with various colours, and it's entirely up to you really. I mean, there are of course some restrictions, but you'll soon learn those when you go through equipment control. So qualification, here are the results from earlier today. Another final with 3 athletes from India. And that's also because you can only have 3 athletes from one country in a final. Now, I'm not necessarily saying that the rest of the qualification went India's way, but they've certainly been strong on home soil, as is the strength and depth of shooting in India. So first to be introduced, the bronze medalist from the 3 positions final yesterday. And this is Kamil Nurkimitov. And the first of the 3 Indian athletes, Himanshu, next to come out. I do like the suit as well, the Indian colours with the Indian flag. Himanshu, one of the eldest in this final. And Sergei Nurishelov, 19 years old, competed at Ningbo at the World Cup a few weeks ago. And I believe this is his first appearance in a final of a Junior World Cup. And Oman are represented in their first final at this Junior World Cup. Khalif Al-Kabani, 20 years old, also competed at the World Championships and the Asian Championships. Here he is in his first appearance at a final at a Junior World Cup. Well, some of the medalists from yesterday. Next Indian athlete, Abhinav Shaw. He has 4 medals across Asian Championships, a gold, a silver, 2 bronze. 17 years old. Let's see what he does here today. Croatia once again are represented in a final. Darko Tomašević, 21 years old, and he was 4th yesterday in the 3-position final. And Dmitry Pimenov, the gold medalist from yesterday in the 3 positions final, is here again on firing point B. Took a silver medal in Ningbo at the World Cup a few weeks ago. The gold yesterday, he's really on form. Well, it looks like we share the same glasses, me and Narayan. But here he is, Narayan Pradab, Vanita Shuras. And he's 17 years old, bronze medalist in Seoul earlier this year in the 10 metres. And also a silver medalist in Seoul in the mixed team junior. He's also got a gold medal at the Asian Championships in the mixed team junior. So our jury getting their introduction. Here's Intan Megafani of Indonesia. And there he is, the man once again, Viran Bhatt, our Chief Range Officer. The man with the mic, the man in charge. So the take your positions command has been given. And that's how they line up. 3 athletes from the home nation of India, Croatia and Oman also represented, and 3 athletes who are individual neutral athletes. So the range is all set. Chief Range Officer has given those 5 minutes of preparation and sighting time. Also gives you a chance as well, watching at home or wherever you are around the room, or wherever you are around the office. Who knows where you are around the world, but thank you very much for coming along. If you're joining us on the Olympic channel, then thank you very much for doing so. If you're here on Facebook, again, you can like and make your comments. If you're joining us on YouTube, do take part in the live chat. I can see already we've got viewers from the United States. So a worldwide audience watching us on Issf TV on YouTube. You can also like and share the videos with your friends. Join in on the live chat as well. And thanks very much for coming along for our coverage of day 4 here at the Issf Junior World Cup here in New Delhi. So just settling in now, the preparation and sighting time. There's about 3 minutes 45 to go. And for some of the athletes who weren't in the 3 positions final, I mean, this man took a gold medal yesterday. Dmitry Pianov, I'm sure, will have his eyes set on a medal today. There's that silver medal that he picked up in Ningbo a few weeks ago. So Darko Tomaszewicz of Croatia was 4th yesterday in the 3 position final. And there's that gold medal from Russia earlier on this year. And Dragan Turk of Croatia is back once again as the coach. So with just over 2 minutes to go, let's have a quick word with our announcer down on the field of play. That's Jamie Stangrove. Jamie, once again, the home nation represented pretty well in this final, but my attention already is on Dmitry Pianov, the silver medalist in Ningbo. You were there a few weeks ago. He took a gold medal yesterday in the 3P. He's in form.
He is in form, competing at his first Junior World Cup, fresh off the back of making his first Senior World Cup appearance, which is, you know, usually it's the other way round, I think it's fair to say, but he turned up in Ningbo amongst the seniors, amongst a big, strong Chinese team, and came away with a silver medal in the 3 positions. And Rory, we were here yesterday, what a show he put on in the 3P again, this time coming out on top spot.
Indeed, yes, and let's not overlook the bronze medalist from yesterday as well, another individual neutral athlete, Kamil Nurmagomedov, only 17 years old, and back here again underneath the lights, this time in the 10 metres, and his first appearance in a final at a Junior World Cup in 10 metres.
Yeah, and looking to make it 2 out of 2. Well, he has made it 2 out of 2 in terms of events competed in at this World Cup and finals qualified for, but can he make it 2 medals out of 2? The last final we had here just, an hour ago, Rory, the women's, it ended up being an all-Indian podium. That's possible again, but we do have more countries represented here in this final than the last one. We've talked about AIN, we've touched on India, maybe we'll have time to talk more about them in a moment, but Oman are here, Croatia are here, Tomasevic from Croatia, who has actually been a regular in finals at Junior World Cups this season, including yesterday's free position. But a new name for us, Rory, is from Oman in the form of Khalid Al-Kalbani.
Yes, he's done very well to get to this final, is only 20 years old and he's on firing point E. Jamie, thank you very much for your insight. I think this is going to be another classic. Thanks very much for coming along. If you have just joined us, welcome to Issf TV. We are live on YouTube, Facebook and on the Olympic channel. Wherever you are around the world, hello to you.
Hello.
So I can see 4 minutes 10 has been loaded to the clock in the distance, and that's on the CS competition clock to signify that everyone's getting ready for this first series of 5 shots. Now these athletes will be trying to get a total of over 52 if they can manage it. It happened in the women junior final, but certainly a total over 51.5 is very impressive. And just a reminder of the world record. Sheng Li Hao, 254.5.
For the first competition series, note.
So the command for the first series has been given. Balance also important. You'll see the athletes checking their balance as the final progresses. Breath control, keeping the heart rate down and just trying to get that rifle in the zone. 10.9 is the highest individual shot. We were graced with 10.9s in the women junior final, and let's hope the men can do the same. So there we go, not one shot lower than a 10, in fact a 10.2, the lowest. Wow, incredible. It shows you the standard we have here in New Delhi. So real high 10.7s from 3 athletes, 2 more 10.6s. It's the grouping really you have to keep an eye on. Thakur in that women junior final earlier on today, the grouping was just, well, like something I haven't seen for a while. Such good grouping. She was averaging 10.5 throughout the whole final. Well, some shots in the 9s, but still a long way to go in this final. 10.8 from Tomasevic. So you can see how the athletes just take the weight of these rifles, even these air rifles, can weigh up to 5.5 kilos. That's why the rifle rests are there. The rule states those rifle rests can be no higher than your own shoulder. So Shaw of India has completed. Last shot was a 10.8. Some really high scores here. So the women's final earlier, there was 3 athletes over, well over 51.5, some over 52. I think the highest first series we had in the women junior final was 52.3, I think, from memory. So Pimenov, I wonder what's going through his mind at the moment. Only on the back of that silver medal from Ningbo, also that gold medal yesterday. That was in the 3 positions final. So all athletes have now completed, 25 seconds left. And let's see how we're looking. Well, Himanshu, what a total, 52.6. Another world-class total at this Junior World Cup. Just 0.1 in front of yesterday's gold medal. Gold medalist Pimenov. I did think he'd go well in this final. But 4 athletes above 52. Shows you the kind of standard we have here in New Delhi. I mean, Abhinav Shaw just slightly unlucky to come in under 52. 51.9. And even he is in 5th place and 0.2 behind 4th place. A very close final so far, some really high scores. Here we go now into the second series of 5 shots. Great shot from Shaw, 10.6. Pimenov, Tomaszewicz, slightly better, 10.7. There's that 10.8. Right down on firing point H from Nurimekatov. It just shows you in shooting, Nurimekatov with that 10.8 follows that with a 9.8. This is how rifle shooting and that scoreboard can just move around. A difference of 1.0 in one shot can be crucial, particularly over these 5-shot series. Even more crucial when it comes to the individual shots, of course. Just see the concentration on Himanshu's face, just looking away, and now he'll look towards that target just to get a fresh set of it, and no blinking. Just look how still he is, how well he controlled the recoil on that rifle. Himanshu with a 10.6 in that last shot. Just going to prove why he's the competition leader so far. That first series of 52.6. He's currently on a series of 31.7, Himanshu. Two shots left for the leader. Great final shot from Tomaszewicz of Croatia. another 10.8 from Nurmagomedov. Nurmagomedov with that bronze medal yesterday in the 3 positions. Well, Himanshu, 1 shot left. Oh, is it going to be another 10.5? It was 10.5 on his 4th shot. .1 from the leader. He's got a higher second series though. Novoselov with a 10.7 as a final shot. Well, that's a great way to carry some confidence into the individual shots. So Pimenov is now leading on 105.0, 2 series in a row of 52.5 for him, which takes him to that total of 105. Really impressive. Himanshu, meanwhile, that first series was a 52.6. That second series, 52.3. Well, look at the differences. It all speaks for itself, really. It's anybody's final right the way down, I'd say, to 7th place so far. Kalbani of Oman in 8th place. Yes, there's a gap there. But we now go to the individual shots. First elimination coming up after shot 12. This is shot 11. Well, both of these athletes really impressive. Pimenov on the left of your screen, looking down to see what score he's hit, 10.5, and matched by Himanshu. So that 0.1 gap remains the same. Pimenov just bobbling around, just making minor adjustments to the position of that rifle. Interesting that he just holds on to it, doesn't use the rest. So Pimenov continues to lead. The gap is 0.1. Shaw and Himanshu, both of India, tied for 2nd place.
For the next competition shot, note
So the first battle for the first elimination is on. Al-Kabani 1.6 behind. Oman represented in their first final at this Junior World Cup. .8, great shot from the athlete for Oman. But is it going to be enough? Not quite, because Novoselov hits a 9.6. Well, you have to feel for Al-Kabani. A great shot at the end, but another few of those, and he'd still be in this final. Well, a remarkable achievement to get to a final of a Junior World Cup. And 20-year-old Khalif Al-Kabani of Oman, who competed at the World Championships and at the Asian Championships, now leaves this final in 8th place. He's got perfect hair, hasn't he? Look at that. Absolutely perfect, not a hair out of place. So at the top, the battle between Pimenov and Himanshu continues. This time a switch around, but still a 0.1 gap. This is shot 13. Next elimination for 7th place coming up after shot 14. 10.7 from Short, 9.8 from Tomaszewicz, 10.3 from Pimenov, and Suresh with a 10.5, another 10.5 for Himanshu, and Vasilov with a 10.7, and Nurmagomedov with a 10.2. So 9.8, the lowest shot across shot 13. And Tomaszewicz, well, hasn't helped him at all. Drops down to 7th place, 0.1 behind. And the Croatian really needs to pull a decent shot out of his suit now. So 7th place, will it be decided now? Are we heading for a shoot-off? There's only a 0.1 gap, that's why I say that. Himanshu, meanwhile, has increased the lead from 0.1 to 0.3. .3 from the Croatian. Novoselov needs a 10.3 or higher. And it's a 10.3, he's just done it well. It was looking, perhaps we could go to a shoot-off there, and the look on the Croatian's face, he can't believe it. Shooting can be a cruel, cruel sport. And Darko Tomaszewicz, I think, just taking another look down at the screen just to make sure, inserts his safety flag, will have to leave this final in 7th place. He was 4th yesterday in the 3 positions, so 2 days, 2 finals. A decent finish, but no medal for Darko. So 3 individual neutral athletes remain. 3 athletes from India remain. Next 2 shots to decide 6th place. Who will stay, who will go? Novoselov at the moment in 6th place. And he's 0.8 behind Nurmagomedov. There's that gap between 6th and 5th, 0.8. Pimenov down to 3rd, 0.1 behind Shaw. Shaw is 0.2 behind Himanshu. Well, Avinav Shaw just taking a look over at his coach, big intake of breath as well. Exhales quite heavily. Feeling the pressure. So a gap of 0.4 between 6th and 5th. It's that close. Pimenov takes the lead again, but Himanshu and Shaw, they're both tied for 2nd place, both on a total of 157.0. Ah, really close, really hard to call. .4 from Venita Sures, and Novoselov with a 10.4. It's not enough. So he takes his safety flag. Sergei Novoselov, 19 years old, competed at the Ningbo World Cup a few weeks ago. Has also come all the way here to India, inserting his safety flag, and now will have to leave the final in 6th place. Well, it's still so close. What a final we've got so far. If you're here supporting India, you must be so nervous. This battle at the top just keeps swinging around. It's been between 3 names so far, Himanshu, Pimenov and Shaw. Himanshu was at the top, now down to 3rd. There we have it. Pimenov in 2nd place, just 0.1 behind Shaw, just so close. Look at the gaps. Yes, there's that 0.8 gap between 5th and 4th, but the other gaps... Whew! How close would you like a final? This is where it gets difficult, just resetting time and time and time again, over and over. The mental focus, the breathing, pulse rates. Again, like that, you just see Shaw just checking his shoulder. Just again, the position of that rifle. Is it in exactly the right place? All of these things come together in shooting to try and make that perfect shot. And it's all of that that's going on in front of you as you watch. It's incredibly difficult. So Vanitha Suresh in 5th place, representing India. One of 3 Indian athletes in this final. 0.4 behind in 5th place. This shot, number 18, will decide who stays and who goes. Or will we go to a shoot-off? It's certainly possible. So Nuruli Mikitov with a 10.5. That's, well, Vanitha Suresh needs a 10.9. Oh, 10.4, a decent effort, but it's 0.5 behind. And the first of the 3 Indian athletes will now leave the final. And it's 5th place. Well, the 17-year-old way down on firing point A. Was a silver medalist in Seoul in the mixed team junior earlier this year. Also competed at the Asian Championships. Took a gold in the mixed team junior. And a bronze medal in Seoul over 10 metres at the Junior World Cup. No medal today, though, for Narayam Planav Vanitha Suresh. 17 years old, and it's 5th place. And that's how tough the competition has been today. So 2 individual neutral athletes remain. 2 athletes from India remain. Another 50 seconds of destiny. Another 50 seconds to try and repeat and repeat and repeat, time and time again. The mental toughness that's required in shooting is just off the scale. The gap at the top between Shaw and Pimenov is 0.3. Well, massive cheers for Himanshu with that 10.8. It's not enough to take the lead, mind you, because Pimenov hit a 10.5. So Pimenov remains 0.3 in front. Really close gaps, right the way down from 1st place to 4th. I think there's 1.1 between 4th and 1st. Now, this is often the cruelest point of a final, where an athlete has to leave in 4th, off the podium, without a medal, all that effort through qualification and then in the final itself. And the only thing you have in your hand when you leave, well, is your rifle later on. Of course, that will have to remain on the field of play. You just have to go and take your seat, but let's see how this unfolds. Well, that final shot has now decided the fate of Kamil Nurmitov. He's on firing point H, was a bronze medalist yesterday in the three-position final. And the individual neutral athlete unbuttons his jacket and goes and takes a seat. So, bronze yesterday, fourth today. There's some of the other medalists from yesterday. And now 3 left, so India guaranteed 2 medals here. Himanshu with the narrowest of leads, just 0.1 in front of Pimenov. And Abhinav Shaw still in there. There's 2 shots to go, remember, before the bronze medal is decided. Shaw is 0.8 behind in 3rd place. So just watching Abhinav Shaw now, 10.1, shakes his head. Ouch. 10.3 for Pimenov and a 10.6 way for Himanshu. Well, a 1.0 difference between 3rd and 2nd. Pimenov, in terms of 2nd place, that's one of the biggest gaps we've had. I mean, as if 0.4 is a big gap, but it's been that close so far. So this next shot to decide bronze. At the moment, it's looking like Abhinav Shaw shook his head after that 10.1. Wanted higher. But even with a higher shot, there would have been a gap of some sort going into this shot for the bronze medal. A 9.9 this time from Abhinav, and Pimenov with a 9.8. Himanshu, meanwhile, has hit a 10.6. And that's the bronze medal decided. India have another medal. They are absolutely cruising in terms of the medal table. So Abhinav Shaw leaves with a bronze medal representing his home country. He's 17 years old, adds to those 4 medals that he's got at Asian Championships, a gold, a silver, 2 bronzes. He's also got a gold medal at the World Championships from Changwon in the mixed team junior a couple of years ago, 2023. And he was actually 4th as well in the World Championships in the individual event in 2023. And has other medals as well, not only the gold medal from Seoul in the mixed team junior, but also a silver at the World Cup in Granada last year in the mixed team junior. So it's an individual medal for Abhinav Shaw. It's a bronze medal here at the Issf Junior World Cup. So the battle between Pimenov and Himanshu continues. A gap now of 1.0. That's the biggest gap I can remember between these two throughout this final. Is Himanshu destined for a gold medal here? Pimenov, the gold medalist from the 3 positions final yesterday. What has he got left in the tank? Pimenov with a 10.7. Himanshu needs a good shot to 10.2. The gap comes down to 0.5. The drama continues here in New Delhi. Now, this is always interesting when there's a gap like this for the final shot. Who has the nerve? Who can keep their pulse under control? Who can keep that muscle memory and just control the recoil of the rifle? Here we go. If you have just joined, well, you've missed a cracking final. If you've been here all the way, then you know exactly how it's unfolded. It's been a battle between these two, Pimenov and Himanshu. The crowd now starting to make themselves heard. The gap is 0.5. The gold medalist from yesterday in the 3-position final on the left of your screen, Himanshu of the home nation on the right. A 9.9 from Pimenov, interesting. 9.5 or higher from Himanshu. Oh, and it's a 10.4. And Himanshu is over the line. India have another gold medal. Well, he looks so casual, doesn't he? Just taking it all in his stride. The silver medalist, Dmitry Pimenov, who took a gold yesterday in the 3 positions, as I said, also took a silver medal in Ningbo a few weeks ago, shakes the hand of Himanshu from India, and I'm sure there'll be a smile cracked in a few moments' time. Will we see a smile? Come on, Himanshu, you've just taken a gold. So just get the medalists lined up. 2 medals for India. Is that a laugh and a joke now and a smile from Himanshu? There it is. The happiness is there to be seen. So Abhinav Shaw of India confirmed as the bronze medalist. India have another medal to add to the medal table. Dmitry Pimenov, what a year. I'm sure he's disappointed, but once it settles in, he'll realise how well he's done to get a silver medal at a Junior World Cup. Especially up against athletes from the home nation as well. Himanshu, well, a slight raise of the rifle, turns to his teammate and a big smile. And the Indian supporters make it known how proud they are, because once again they're going to hear their own national anthem inside the finals hall of the Dr. Carney shooting range. 3 great finals today, not only in the rapid fire, also with the 10-metre air rifle women junior, and now that men's final as well. Just about matched it. We've got some interviews for you coming up, also some highlights as well of the final. Thanks for coming along with us live on YouTube, Facebook and on the Olympic channel. As you can see, that just about concludes our coverage for today, but do stay with us. Still some interviews to come, and also the highlights and a look back on an absolute cracking final. Do share that one with your friends. Thanks for taking part in the live chat as well. So here's our schedule for tomorrow. 11 AM, the air rifle mixed team junior. Then at 2:30 local time, we head back outside into the New Delhi heat for the trap women junior, and we conclude tomorrow with the trap men junior at 4 PM local time. Thanks for joining us today. Do stay with us for the remainder of our coverage on day 4. We've got some interviews coming up for you, and we'll also be back for day 5 of competition here on ISSF TV.
Abhinav, congratulations on your bronze medal here at the New Delhi World Cup. Your first in this event at a World Cup since 2022, so I guess it's going to feel good to be back on the podium.
Yeah, I feel very good and I loved the match and the environment was very good for me and it could have been better in the last, but I did my best.
Yeah, it was a tense final, a lot of high scores coming in all around. And you mentioned the environment. What about competing here at the highest level, a World Cup, in front of a home audience? The atmosphere was electric at times.
Yeah, it was very enjoyable and challenging at the moment, but I enjoyed it.
And for you, you came here as the newly crowned junior Asian champion in this event. You'll be taking away a World Cup bronze medal. How would you now look back on this year of international competition?
It was good for me. I did my best. I enjoyed every competition I played and I will do better next time.
Abhinav, congratulations. Enjoy the podium. Thank you for talking to me.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Himanshu, congratulations on your gold medal. Abhinav, bronze medalist, is back as translator to help us through this interview. So first of all, it was a really tough final. How does it feel now to be coming away with the gold medal?
बहुत ही tough final था. तेरे को कैसा लग रहा है खेल के और जीत के?
I feel very happy and it's such a very tough final. Little shots going up, down and up, down, but overall I win the medal first. This is my first individual medal and I really very happy.
And you came so close at the Asian Championships. You finished in 4th place, so I guess that makes this extra satisfying to now come away not just with any medal but the gold.
एशियन चैम्पियनशिप में तू 4th था तो तेरे को उस टाइम पे कैसा लगा? अभी तो जीता है, तेरे को उससे बेटर लग रहा है, कैसा लग रहा है?
That was my first final, so on there I feel very anxiety on that Asian final, but this is my home range, so I don't very anxiety on, but really good final and good opportunity.
It's your home range, but of course it's not often you get to shoot at your home range at the highest level, a World Cup. Did you enjoy this experience in front of the home crowd on the global stage?
होम ग्राउंड में यहाँ पे ज़्यादातर प्रैक्टिस नहीं मिलती और इतनी ऊपर मतलब वर्ल्ड कप हो रहा है तो यहाँ पे जीत के
बहुत अच्छा लगा और बहुत अच्छा लगा मुझे फाइनल जीत के और आई थिंक आई कंटिन्यू विद माय दिस परफॉर्मेंस इन Olympics.
Yeah, keep on going, Himanshu. Congratulations on that gold medal. Thank you for talking to me.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, the medal ceremony for the ISSF Junior World Cup New Delhi 2025 will now take place. This is a medal ceremony for the 10-meter air men's junior events. The medals will be presented by Mr. Lee Yun-chul, chairperson of the rifle jury. He is accompanied by Miss Intern Megafami, rifle juryman. Bronze medalist representing India, Abhinav Shaw. Silver medalist representing AIN, Dmitry Pimenov. And the gold medalist representing India, Himanshu. Ladies and gentlemen, if you can, please stand for
So feel free to continue taking photographs.